What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with Will in his dorm room.
Okay, Ninja. I've been getting some hate on this room recently. I got a baby girl coming, Ninja, and I'm staging it for the mirrors going. This is going to be my little girl's room. And I live in New York City, Ninja. I don't have a lot of space, okay? I don't have room for a gorgeous podcast studio.
Dude, it is freaking fantastic. I would never hate on the room. And actually, since we have super thanks, if anybody wants to help contribute to Will's baby gifts, feel free. Every penny of it goes to Will. Please do that if you love Will like we do.
Ninja, thank you very much. Incredibly generous. And anybody considering, even thank you so much. But anyway, so Ninja, the White Sox are the worst team in baseball in the last 62 years, according to their record. But they do have one bright spot, and that bright spot comes in the form of a left-handed pitcher named Garrett Crochet. Yesterday, 7 innings, gave up 1 run, but had 13 Ks. And Ninja, you've been on this guy for a while. You've always loved Crochet's stuff. How'd you enjoy the game yesterday?
I mean, saying I've been on him and I've always loved him seems a little personal. Like, I don't want to go there. Like,
I didn't mean to divulge all that personal info between you two, but it's true.
He's been freaking fantastic. Anybody that has ignored Garrett Crochet, well, you cannot ignore him anymore. Yeah, and he had 13 strikeouts in 7 innings, giving up only 1 run on 2 hits. His ERA now is 3.16, and this guy is worth his weight in gold if they decide to trade him, which they should, both for the White Sox sake and for my sake, because I want to see him pitching on a contender. Dude just absolutely dominated yesterday with 2 pitches. Literally 101 out of 102 of his pitches yesterday were either a fastball or a cutter. And he did it over and over and over again. I know it's the Mariners. They K a lot. But he had 24 swings and misses this game, 16 on his fastball, 8 on his cutter. And look how well he hits his target with this stuff. Look where the catcher set up. Look where these pitches end up. Just amazing stuff for a guy that throws gas. Even when he missed his spot, he inadvertently painted. He was so good that Julio Rodriguez just almost gave up after 2 strikes. He decided to walk to the dugout. In fairness to him, he didn't notice the first base umpire didn't call this swing a swing, which it definitely was. In his head, he thought he had 2 strikes and thought he struck out. And instead, they're like, hey, where you going, Julio? Come on back. Only to K. He just told the truth in advance. Here's an overlay of Crochet's fastball and cutter, and you can see how well these things tunnel and why he only needed 2 pitches. Just a fantastic effort by Garrett Crochet. He was so good that the White Sox actually won. Yep, they need a 13 strikeout game, giving up only 1 run. Yes, sir. They beat the Mariners 3-2, just barely. The White Sox faced Emerson Hancock, who didn't have a lot of Ks yesterday, had 1 K in 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had this changeup. Now to whip around the league, another converted reliever, Reynaldo Lopez, threw yesterday, and fantastic again. Lopez had 8 Ks and 6 scoreless innings, giving up 2 hits and only 1 walk. His ERA now is 1.69. Nice. Which is the lowest in Major League Baseball. Very nice. He had these heaters up to 98 miles an hour. This one at the knees. And you can see the catcher throws the ball around even before this was called a strike. I love it. Although I think Malachi Moore actually said strike before he signaled it. He also had these sliders, and he was feeling so good, he decided to imitate Luis Castillo with this fist pump walking off the field. He also had this filthy changeup. He has been an absolute bright spot for the Braves this year. He had 18 swings and misses this game, half of them on his heater. And I know I've been beating myself up going, I did not come close to projecting that Reynaldo Lopez was going to be a dominant starter. I thought the Braves should have left him in the bullpen. I'm an idiot. But they interviewed Alex Anthopoulos, and they asked him if he expected this out of Reynaldo Lopez, and he was like, no, I didn't.
To think he'd have an ERA below 2, everybody would be lying if they expected that. But we thought there was upside. We thought he certainly could be an ERA in the mid to high 3s with upside and so on, and he's pitched even better than that.
Luckily for the Braves, we're both wrong. Reynaldo Lopez was so good that the Braves actually downed the Orioles 6-3, breaking their losing streak. Lopez faced Cole Irvin, who had 8 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, and had this two-seamer, this painted fastball, this wipeout breaking ball, and this changeup. Casey Mize had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this fastball at the knees, this painted heater, and this slider as the Tigers mauled the Nats 5-3. He faced Patrick Corbin, who was good Patrick Corbin yesterday. He had 4 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up only 1 run. He had his elevated two-seamers, this cutter, and this bend-the-knee slider. It just wasn't good enough to help the Nats win. The Royals beat the Yankees 4-3 behind Alec Marsh, who had 7 Ks and 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit. He was really good, and he's been really good lately. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Marsh has been nasty. He had these fastballs, these wicked sliders, filthy sweepers, and a curveball for a sword. He faced Nestor Cortez, who had 2 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had this slider for a sword. The Cardinals soared past the Pirates 4-3. Lance Lynn had 5 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this 95-mile-an-hour heater and K-yell. You gotta love a fired-up Lance Lynn. As well as this fastball for a sword. Faced Mitch Keller, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this elevated fastball and sweeper. Taj Bradley was fantastic yesterday with 11 Ks in 7 innings, giving up no earned runs. He had these fastballs in the upper 90s, these mean splitters. He had 8 whiffs on his fastball, 9 on his splitter. Really good with both of those pitches. And you can see what he does here, consistently throwing these low heaters, followed up by splitters in that same tunnel, and getting swings and misses. I'm telling you, Bradley is one of the most underrated young pitchers in baseball. Keep an eye on him. Love this guy's stuff. His fastball's got great carry, great poise on the mound. He is going to be an ace. Maybe not for the Rays long term, but he will be an ace. He faced Justin Steele, who was also solid yesterday with 5 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings. But it was the Rays who ended up stealing the game, 3-2. He had these fastballs, filthy sliders. Roddery Munoz had 5 Ks and 6 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit. He had this wicked 95-mile-an-hour sinker, this slider, and cutter, but the Marlins still lost to the Mets, 3-2. He faced Luis Severino, who had 2 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had this slider. In an expected pitcher's duel between Aaron Nola and Tanner Houck, it didn't go very well for my pitchers.
It went decent for Houck.
Yeah, it kind of did. The Red Sox won 9-3. Houck was good. He had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. It's a lot of runs for Houck, though, right? I mean, I expect more out of the incredible Houck. In fairness, he did look good. He had these wicked two-seamers, these sliders and splitters. And here's a couple of slider and two-seamer overlays. And you can see how he constantly beats hitters east to west. Love his stuff. On the flip side, we have Aaron Nola, who was flat out terrible yesterday. Nola had 2 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings, giving up 8 runs on 11 hits. He had this knuckle curve and this fastball that should have been a strikeout. As a matter of fact, Alex McKay was going to call this a strike, but he was touched by an Angel Hernandez, that is. He decided to call this a ball for some reason. Led to 4 runs, killed all the parlays I had. Just terrible, rotten stuff.
I'm on Blue's side on this one, Ninja. I just didn't see it, you know?
It didn't catch enough of the zone, yes. The whole ball is in the strike zone. Enough ranting about this, but that kind of pissed me off yesterday. Joe Ryan had 5 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs as the Twins beat the A's 6-2. And his fastball, splitter, and sweeper off the plate for a strike, but honestly, both pitchers were getting both sides of the plate. It's like the plate was 2 feet wide instead of 17 inches. It's okay for both sides, but come on. Got to do better, guys. Ryan faced Luis Medina, who had 3 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs. Medina's stuff is good. He had this 99-mile-an-hour heater and that slider that was off the plate. It was called a strike. We'll take it. This shouldn't happen. The Snakes gave the Angels a biblical beatdown, 11-1. Brandon Pfaadt had 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He had these sinkers and sweepers, and those sweepers are so good. He faced Griffin Canning, who had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this slider.
Ninja, it was a biblical beatdown. It's because of a Christian, and that Christian is Christian Walker, and who gets our dong of the day for pulverizing this ball 464 feet. I believe it's the 10th longest dong of the season, but it was also a second dong of the day because he had this 404-foot golf ball shot here. And the day before, he had a 451-foot blast. So in 4 at-bats, he had 1,300 feet of dong. And that's going to get you featured on Dong of the Day every day and twice on Sunday.
Amen for that. The Rangers shot past the Dodgers 3-1 as Michael Lorenzen had 2 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 1 run. He had these fastballs, but really nothing special. Faced Michael Grove, who was meh. So we're going to feature little Yamamoto throwing out the first pitch. Hell yeah, we are. Yoshinobu Yamamoto had his bobblehead doll day yesterday, and because he was featured, he got to pick out who was going to throw out the first pitch, and he picked out this kid who idolized him and throws just like him. This is fantastic.
Ninja, do you remember at All-Star Game, we saw Mini Yu Darvish, and he wanted to get a picture with you?
Mini Vish. So I sent this picture to Yu Darvish and said, this guy loves you so much, he wants to be you. And Yu Darvish responded, I know. He's been following me around for years.
It's less cool when it becomes a stalker situation.
Now onto my filthiest relievers. Andrew Chafin K'd the side with these sliders. Cue the trumpets. Edwin Diaz hit 100 miles an hour in his first appearance back and also had this nasty slider. I'm very happy to see Edwin Diaz back. Hopefully we'll be seeing more 100-mile-an-hour pitches from him. Ryan Fernandez had these sliders and fastballs. And Kirby Yates hit this fastball and splitters. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, I have Blake Treinen and these wicked sliders. I mean, Treinen throws sliders. He's going to be in the top 5. At number 4, I have Griffin Jacks and these 93-mile-an-hour changeups. Now, I've been focused on his sweepers, but these changeups are disgusting. At number 3, Reynaldo Lopez. And I don't know, you pick something, Will. He's just really good. At number 2, Taj Bradley and his splitters. And at number 1, of course, it is Garrett Crochet and his amazing stuff, just absolutely freaking shoving. You go, dude. And now my pitching ninja moment of zen. I saw Lance Lynn running to cover first base yesterday, so I decided to match him up with Forrest Gump. Run, Lance, run!
I thought maybe I'd run to the end of town.
My picks of the day today are a 4-leg same-game parlay plus. I'm going to start out with a same-game parlay of Cole Reagans for 6 Ks or more and Gavin Stone for 4 Ks or more. Then I'm going to take Luis Heel for 7 Ks or more and top it off with Tarek Skubal for 6 Ks or more. And then I'm going to throw in my Pitching Ninja profit boost of 30% for any same-game parlay plus of 3 legs or more. What would your picks of the day be?